Hey, it's Lucas, and today is the 27th of December 2022. Tomorrow is my top surgery date, and I don't really know what I wanted to say in this video. I just kind of wanted to document it so that I can look back on it and see how I felt, I guess. It's currently 5 PM and I have an alarm set tomorrow for 5 AM, so in 12 hours I'll be getting up. Well, my shit's already packed, so I don't need to get anything ready. I just need to shower and get in the car and go. But check-in's at 6:30. I don't know what to expect. I didn't hear this, but apparently Jay heard when I went to get my bloods done last week, or whenever it was, that I'm going to be the first one down to theatre that day at 8 o'clock in the morning, so hopefully I won't be waiting around too long before shit starts to happen, because that's the one thing that I'm worried about. Like, I'm not actually worried about the surgery. I'm nervous about being put to sleep because that's never happened to me before. I've never had surgery. Not really worried about waking up. A little bit, well, not really worried about the drains, but kind of sort of, I know that it's not going to be comfortable, so I'm obviously not looking forward to that bit, but actually, like, having the surgery is not worrying me, because it's something that I've been preparing for the past fucking God knows how long, years and years and years, and it still doesn't really feel real. Like, today's been the same as any other day. Doesn't feel like I'm having surgery tomorrow. I don't feel like butterflies or excitement, really. It's kind of odd. I just feel normal. Like, it doesn't feel like it's happening yet. And I said this before, like, when I got the date, when I had the consultation and shit like that, it didn't feel like real or exciting or anything like that, because something's in my brain telling me that it's not actually happening. Probably sounds really dumb and stupid, but that's just how it feels right now. Gonna be setting off from my house at 5:45. It's going to take us about 45 minutes to get to the hospital. I said earlier, check-in's at 6:30. I don't know what to expect from that either. Posts and stuff don't tell you what happens really before surgery. Like, when you check in, obviously you sign all your documents and you consent and stuff like that, and then they skip ahead to when the surgeon comes around and draws on you. They don't tell you what happens in between, like, arriving to the hospital, putting your shit down, and the waiting bit, so I don't know what to expect. It's a little in-between period between Christmas and New Year. I don't know if anybody else will be having surgery on that day, private or otherwise. I'm not sure if non-private patients get operated on in that hospital or whether they get operated on elsewhere. You can spot trannies a mile off. Well, I mean, you can, if you're trans yourself, you can definitely spot other trans people a mile off. You can't if you don't know that they're trans, which probably sounds a bit weird, but, like, if you know, then you know. So I reckon if I walk in at 6:30 and I see others around me, then I'll know that they're also having surgery. But every time that I've been to this hospital, it's always just been old people. There's been no young people there. It's just, when I go in and I say my name and shit, I get told to go wait in the waiting area. It's always rich looking older people, because this is private healthcare and only rich old people can afford it. I haven't seen anybody that looks like me there, but if I do see somebody that looks like me there, then I'll obviously know that they're there for top surgery. I haven't done much at all to prepare for it. I don't really know what you're supposed to do to prepare for it. I've got my bag packed, just taking a book and my DS, because I just found it recently and I've started playing Pokemon Silver again, so I'm going to take that with me. I might take a snack, although I can't eat from 2 AM up until the point of surgery, but after surgery I'll probably be hungry, so I'm going to take a snack. I didn't get a long phone charger, so I kind of fucked it there. If my phone needs charging, I'll just have to leave it alone to charge and not reach for it, because I won't be able to reach for anything for about a week or so, I think. Yeah, I don't know, I just don't feel nervous, and I feel like I should feel nervous. Like, I'm not I'm just not worried, which is probably a good thing, because if I felt nervous and sick and stuff like that, that'd be shit. But I don't. I'm thinking about mainly going down to theatre and being put to sleep, because I've never done that before, so I don't know if... I mean, I definitely will be nervous when I get there, but like I said before, I'm hoping that it's not going to be a long wait between getting to the room. Hopefully, well, I assume that there will be just a room for me, and well, because I'm private, and if I have to share with somebody else, then what's the fucking point? I mean, I'm paying for this, so give me my own room. I'm a little bit nervous, I guess, about waking up, mainly because I don't want to throw up, and the only sort of experience that I've had is seeing my mum when she woke up from her mastectomy, which is the same operation, but it's different because she had cancer and I don't, so it's different in that sense. But she was fucked up, and it was quite scary to look at her. Like, she was properly gone. It was really scary, and she was sick, and I obviously don't want to be sick because I've just got fresh incisions and I don't want to pop a stitch or anything, so I'm really hoping that I'm not sick. But I guess even if I am, I won't remember it. From what I've heard, you don't really remember shit from the first day after you wake up. It's mainly the second day that people comment on feeling pain or anything else. But back to being unprepared, I haven't really done anything to prepare for it, to be quite honest. I've packed my bag, done a little bit of cleaning because I don't want to come back to a dirty house. I guess the only thing I'm really worried about is the drains. Like, I know that they're not going to hurt or anything like that, but they're just going to be uncomfortable, and I'm not looking forward to walking around for a week with blood bags hanging out the side of me. That's going to be kind of gross and annoying, and also, like, you can't shower or anything like that, so it's going to be a bit grotty for a week, but it'll be worth it. And as soon as I get those drains out, you better believe the first thing I'm going to do is smoke a fat bowl. Or at least I hope I'll be able to smoke, because general consensus is after your drains are out, you're pretty much good to go. Obviously, you still need to take it steady because you just had major surgery, but there's mixed sort of comments on pages that I've read. Some people smoke immediately, some people smoke all the way up to surgery and then immediately after. But obviously I didn't do that. I stopped smoking, so I haven't smoked for, what day are we on, the 27th? So 24 days since I last smoked, and it's really not been that bad. It's been just easy. I haven't really had cravings. I haven't really been, at least I don't feel in myself that I've really been moody or anything any more than I already am. I do miss being high though. I'm thinking about what that first high is going to be like, because I haven't been high in so long. It's only going to take a little bit, and I just can't wait. But I guess it all depends on how my incisions look and how my nipples are looking, because if they're still really, really scabby and they're looking not very good, or my incisions are looking kind of sketchy, then I reckon I won't smoke until they're healed a bit more. But really, the surgeons and everybody aren't concerned about weed on its own. They're only really concerned if you mix it with baccy, which I don't. I don't smoke any kind of nicotine product. Vaping, like I said, I've never been addicted to vaping, so that hasn't bothered me one bit. Just want to smoke some weed, really. But yeah, it doesn't feel real, and I guess it won't feel real until I wake up. And I feel like that's sort of odd, because people are usually excited, and I am excited, don't get me wrong, but I just feel like this is what should have happened a long time ago, and after it's done, I'll be buzzing. But I tend to be the type of person who doesn't really get excited about anything until it's happening right then and there in front of you, or until it's like happened already, if it's something that needs to happen, because if you get excited about shit before it happens, then usually it just fucks up and it doesn't go right and it just goes to shit. So I'm just sort of chilling and hoping that everything goes alright. I'm taking it as a good thing that I don't feel scared or nervous or anxious. I keep looking down onto my desks because desk singular, because these king palms are just sat there and I'm just looking at them thinking how good it's gonna be when I can smoke one of them, shirtless, with no drains in, just me and my blunt. It's gonna be so good. I really can't wait. I feel I'm not excited for the surgery itself. I'm excited for what's to come after the surgery, if that makes any sense at all, which it probably doesn't, because people build up the surgery day so much and they're all buzzing for the surgery, but it's not the surgery that I'm looking forward to. It's the weeks after, the months after. I've got so much planned for next year that I just can't wait, and I know I'm not going to be able to like go outside and take my shirt off and be in the sun and stuff like that, because scar care for the first year, you're not supposed to expose them to the sun or else they won't fade as well. I'm hoping that they fade really well. Not to sound like proper big-headed, but when I went for my consultation, Mr. Waller said that I had quite a good build, like my shoulders and my chest, and I've got some good muscle going on in there, so hopefully once the swelling goes down, my chest will be looking good and my pecs will be popping and it'll just all look so good. I guess one thing that I'm worried about is the swelling. I've been taking arnica so that hopefully I won't bruise or swell very much, but again, not to sound proper big-headed, but because I've got some muscle under there, I'm worried that the swelling on top of it will make it look like I've still got tits, and me in my drugged up brain from all the like painkillers and shit that they're gonna have me on will look down and be like, it didn't, oh shit, they're still there, because I've had nightmare after nightmare after nightmare for years where I've gone in for surgery and I've come out and like they've said that the surgery's gone really well and I've still had a chest there, and then I woke up and been like, oh fuck, that was horrible. So I guess I'm worried about that. But I know that I'm being stupid. I know that my chest is gonna look great, and even if it's not perfect, it's better than what's there now, so you know, it's win-win in all ways. But honestly, I haven't seen a bad result from Wooler, so I'm really, I don't want to sound like cocky or big-headed, but I'm really not worried at all about it, because his results are perfect every single time. Like, there's people with like chests that are so big, I don't even know how to describe them, probably like triple D G's and upwards, and their results are so neat and perfect. And then the people with chests similar to mine, because when you go for your consultation, they show you like before and afters. Obviously the head's cropped out and stuff like that, but they show you before and afters, and I've seen people with pretty much my body type, and their results 6 months down the line when they go back for the review are perfect. Like, they're incredible. So I'm just not worried, and I don't that in itself is worrying me a little bit, that I'm not worried at all. Like, I want to be Waller's version of like Michelangelo's David. Like, I want my chest to be the one that he shows to everybody and is like, this is my best result and this is what I aim to do for anybody else. Which I don't want to sound cocky, I'm just kind of being stupid here, but I think I know that my results are going to be good, or at least I really fucking hope that they're good, because even if they're not, and I just said this, but even if they're not, even if I lose a nipple or both nipples, which I don't want to, and I can't even say that I don't think I will, but I really hope that I don't. Even if I lose one or both nipples, it's still better than what's there already. So I guess looking forward to it is not the word that I want to use, because I'm not looking forward to going to the hospital and having my chest cut open, because who wants to look forward to an operation and surgery and a long recovery, even though it's not really that long. It's like 6 weeks until you're supposed to be back to pretty much normal. But I'm not looking forward to the recovery. I'm not looking forward to the drains. Gotta empty my drains myself, and I don't want to do that, but you have to. Not looking forward to drain removal. I've heard mixed things about it. Some people say it doesn't hurt at all. Some people say it's the worst thing ever. Again, I go back to my mom, because she's really the only person that I ever saw have it done. It's over in a second, and after, even if it hurts when they're pulling it out, as soon as it's out, it's done, and then it doesn't hurt anymore. So the one thing that everybody says is that the drains are the worst part of it. Not that they hurt, just that they're annoying and uncomfortable. And after you get your drains out, there's the post-op binder that you have to wear for 6 weeks, which is, again, annoying and uncomfortable. But I just have to have it in my mind that in 6 weeks' time, not even 6 weeks, just a week tomorrow, I'm going to be completely free. There'll be no chest. I mean, hopefully my nipples stay on, but there'll be no tissue there. There'll be no drains. There'll be no more worrying, no more having to hide myself away from people, no more feeling shitty about my body the entire time. It's just gonna be so good, and I just can't wait to have tomorrow morning over with, because I feel like that's gonna be the worst bit. Getting up at 5 and showering when it's freezing, and then going to the hospital and just being all nervous and waiting, and that's going to be the worst part. Walking down to theatre, laying on the table, getting the mask on. As soon as that mask is on and I'm out, they'll be waking up, and I probably won't remember the rest of tomorrow. So I guess when I wake up on Thursday morning, that's when this will all feel real, and that's when I can celebrate. And that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to Thursday morning. So I'm gonna try and film little bits of it, just because I've seen next to no results for Mr. Woolley. Mr. Wooller. There's nobody on YouTube that's talking about him. There's like only a few people in the trans Facebook groups that I'm in that are talking about him. So I feel like when I was trying to do my research on him, there wasn't any. So if I can put some out there, then it might help somebody else. So I'm going to try and record little bits throughout the day, but I'm going to be so fucked up afterwards that I probably won't be able to. But yeah, all in all, I'm looking forward to Thursday morning, so bring on Thursday morning. That's it.